Okay, chat, today we're going to be diving back into some Pokemon TCG, but unfortunately, as you know, I'm a Pokemon Go guy, which means that you can't really expect me to keep up to date with what is going on in the TCG meta. I know there's a lot of new cards that have just been added into the game, there's a lot of new things that are sort of running around a little bit rampant, and so I've decided that, you know what, I don't need to know what's going on in the TCG meta, because instead we can just do something way easier. And that is right, we can just steal a deck list. And so who have I turned to but my new favorite TCG content creator, Tim Danklin. Now, if you don't know Tim Danklin, he's essentially an Aussie guy. He won the 2023 Brisbane Regional Championships, and he has been racking up thousands of dollars in prize winnings from around the world, going to these tournaments ever since. Recently, he uploaded this video, why Dragapult is the new best deck, and he sort of lays out sort of how the meta is changing, what the deck that he's running is. And every time I open up Twitter, I see a new post of how he is running this exact deck and is winning another challenge, another cup. And so, that's where this image is from. It was just him, again, getting another win at another cup with this exact deck. So I felt like that was a pretty solid one to steal. But this is the deck list of 60 that we are going to be running today. I'll leave a link to Tim's video in the description down below if you want to go check out that one to sort of see him give the proper explanation of how this deck works and such. But, the big, highlight headline is that Dragapult is the big important Pokemon that we just want to get set up so we can do an absolute ton of damage. But with that said, let's get into it. Okay, this time we're going second, so I guess we're going in for that strategy that Tim Danklin is sort of talking about in his video, where we kind of want to just hope that we can get the TM evolution going straight away. So let's play our Dreepy. We don't want to play Lumineon straight away because its ability sort of only works if we sort of play it from our hand during the game. They get a pretty decent start with Fan Rotom. It does mean they can straight away get some Pokemon, and it looks like we're playing against the sort of classic Prismatic Evolutions Eevee deck. So we kind of just want to... It's a bit of a tougher one for us, I think, in that the Flareon EX and that sort of thing are a little bit tough for us to take down. But we have a lot of health as well, so it's a little bit tough for them to take us down. Because I know for Flareon EX, for example, the small attack does 130 damage, the big attack does 280, but you can't attack the next turn, so it sort of slows them down in being able to get a KO on our 320 HP Dragapult. But we can get the two and just get some Dreepy on the field. We could have got a Duskull, because this Dusclops would be useful, and we also have Lance, but as is, let's just sort of play it a little bit normie. Let's attach an energy to Dreepy. There's no reason to use Lance yet. Is there value in getting Lumineon? Actually, there is, because with Lumineon, okay, follow me here, we can use Lumineon to get any supporter from our deck. We can get Arven. Arven then lets us draw an item card and a tool card from our deck. Tool card, like TM Evolution, where we can then attach to Dreepy, use the evolution ability, and happy days, actually move along with this game a little bit quicker. And our other card, let's go for, do we have energy? We don't have any energy in our hand, which could get a little bit scary. So I think what we'll actually do is just grab an Earthen Vessel, because that might be useful for us next turn. Let's use it straight away, which is going to let us evolve both of our Dreepy in the back line. And then, happy days. We're sort of moving here. So click. Get our 2 Cloaks up, and look, that's not a bad start, especially because it does give us a little bit of a card engine. Like on the next turn, both of these Cloaks will be able to give us an extra card into our hand, so not too bad. Okay, they're going for the Jolteon here. Now, Jolteon does 60 damage. You may discard up to 2 basic energy from your benched Pokemon. This attack does 90 damage more for each card you discard in this way. So we can basically do 240 off the rip. And then its big attack is 280. Now, they've played Noctowl. Because they have a Terra Pokemon, it means they're going to be able to get some trainer cards. Next turn, we have Lance, which we'll be able to use to grab 2 different Dragapult if we so desire. We can also get another Cloak, put it on our Dreepy up front. Okay, they're expanding their bench. Once we get a Dragapult, it'll also expand our bench, so not too bad. Okay, so if they can get Fan Rotom out of here, they can sort of attack us first turn and get rid of our Dreepy. Oh, I know, because it wouldn't do enough damage, right? They would only do 60 because they don't have energy on the bench. Okay, so unless they can use a Glass Trumpet or something to put some extra energy on the benched Pokemon, even if they can somehow retreat with Fan Rotom into their Jolteon, it will only do 60 damage, which a Dreepy will actually survive. So not too scary, actually. Oh, okay, that's a bit scarier. Oh, and they have a switch card. Okay, with Sparkling Crystal, it means they can use their big move, KO us straight away. And actually Boss's Orders to KO one of our Cloak. That's not the end of the world, because this Dreepy in the back at least has an energy. So I'm not sure if that's necessarily the best play on their part. It does get rid of one of our engines, but like this is actually kind of good for us, to be honest with you, because we have a rare candy, we have a Lance, which will let us get a Dragapult, so we can guarantee evolve our Dreepy into Dragapult, and then we have Earthen Vessel to give it the second energy it needs, and straight away we can attack, big attack. Let's use our other Recon Directive first, just in case we happen to get Dragapult off rip. No Dragapult, but we actually get the Sparkling Crystal. So we can actually even save our Earthen Vessel or just give it to a different Pokemon. So let's go for Lance, 2 of those guys, 1 of these guys. Just because, again, we kind of want to get our Dreepy sort of around and set up as much as possible. Let's Rare Candy our Dreepy up front. Attach Sparkling Crystal to it so that it only needs the 1 energy to be able to use its big attack. We could straight away evolve our other Dracloak into Dragapult, but I'm actually going to delay a turn so that we can use its Recon Directive ability next turn. Hope they don't Iono or something like that. But I will actually Earthen Vessel and get rid of this Dusclops card, just so that we can put an energy onto, say, this Dracloak in the back, so that if our Dragapult ends up getting KO'd, we won't be too far away from getting another Dragapult ready to go. So at this point, let's go for the big Phantom Dive. We'll do 200 damage to the Jolteon, and then we've got 60 other damage to play with. And I think what we're going to do, let's put this 60 damage all on the Eevee, so that if they do evolve it into one of the other Eeveelutions, it's like, for example, Jolteon, it would go from 260 to 200, which we would then be able to KO in a single Phantom Dive. So let's see if that works out for us. Giving energy to Fan Rotom. Oh, they do Iono. Okay, Iono is a little bit annoying for us, but it's not the end of the world. We might still get good cards. Okay, we still actually have a Dragapult, and we get a Dracloak. This is actually like a better hand for us. Like, this is so much better. And we have a Forest Seal Stone that we can give to Lumineon to use its V-Star ability. So this feels like a win on all fronts. Okay, they're retreating into Fan Rotom. I'm not sure what they're... Okay, they're Ultra Balling a Flareon. They've left their Jolteon on the back, which means that it's sort of possible to get a 60 damage KO with our Phantom Dive. Now, if they do happen to replace the Stadium, they can sort of free discard their Jolteon, but then they're kind of not in a great position, to be honest with you. So I'm not sure if it's the best play, but it does sort of save them from 2 prize cards. So that's not too bad, really. I'm not too stressed about that, but we're in a pretty good position. Let's go for Recon Directive. Okay, we just get 2 Ionos, so I guess we're picking up one of them. We can evolve our other Dreepy. We could use a rare candy to bring it straight into Dragapult, but I think it's more useful to us to bring it through Dracloak, so that we can, again, use its Recon Directive ability. Another Iono, so I guess we pick up the Dusknoir. Not that we're really going to use it, but I guess we have it. Okay, it would be really handy if we could bring out one of their other Pokemon to the front, so we can KO it instead of Fan Rotom. So let's use our Forest Seal Stone to bring out Boss's Orders. Actually, we could use Countercatcher as well, because we are behind on prize cards. Let's just go Boss's Orders so that we use a supporter card, I guess, because we're not going to use Iono this turn. So let's Boss's Orders into... We could bring in Flareon and bring it down to 10 HP. We could bring down Fezandipity to 10 HP, or we could get a cheap KO on one of the Eevees or Noctowls. I think it's going to be most useful for us to just put 200 damage on this Flareon. I think that makes sense to me. So let's go for the big KO here. Phantom Dive, we'll put 200 damage on this Flareon, we'll put 60 damage on the Jolteon up the back and pick up 2 prize cards for our trouble, and leave this Flareon at 10 HP with no energy either, which is pretty dang good for us, especially when they're only sitting on 2 cards in their deck. I would hate to be in their position right now. Prize card wise, okay, we get an energy card. So that's actually pretty useful as well. Okay, they Iono us, but we're in a pretty decent position. And we actually also get Lance, which will let us bring up some Dragapult action if we need. Like, if they manage to KO us this turn, we would be able to Lance a new Dragapult, Earthen Vessel to give it energy, and all of a sudden we're in the exact same spot and we're just roaring and we just have a raging attack going on pretty much. So, oh, Sylveon EX. I've never actually seen this in action. What does it do? During your opponent's next turn, attacks used by the defending Pokemon do 100 less damage. Oh, interesting. And then choose 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, shuffle those Pokemon and all attached Pokemon into your opponent's deck. Oh, so they can just actually, oh, that's dangerous. If they can get 3 energy on that Sylveon, all of a sudden, all my setup in the back might be for naught, and we could be in some major trouble. So we actually kind of want to get rid of that thing as quick as possible, really. But in the meantime, Fan Rotom is just slowly adding up damage onto us. Oh, they just concede. I was like, why'd the board state shrink down? I had no idea what was going on. They conceded, which I think was fair enough because we were in a very strong position. I don't think it was like 100% chance of winning the game strong position, but it was going to be tough for them to fight out of. So I think we did pretty well there. Okay, again, we get a Dreepy straight off rip, which is a pretty decent way to kick things off. So let's throw her in. We've also got a Best Buddy Poffin. I keep calling it Best Buddy Poffin. I know that it's Buddy Poffin. I just think about Pokemon Go too much, apparently. So we can sort of use that straight away to get some extra Dreepy in play. And to be honest with you, that is about all we can do turn 1. Because we don't have a switch. Oh, we do have switch card. Oh, but we can't attack first turn. Because I was like, oh, we could throw Badoo in, but we can't yet. So that's it. That's all we can do turn 1. Okay, so what have they actually got? Koraidon. This attack does 30 damage for each of your ancient Pokemon in play, and this attack's damage isn't affected by any effect of your opponent's active Pokemon. That's fair enough. And then this thing just sort of lets them get some more active stuff going on. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck and put 2 of them into your hand. Discard the other cards. So they are getting some more ancient Pokemon in, so this first attack of theirs is slowly doing more and more and more, but they actually need to get the energy to be able to use it. So potentially, we don't have to worry too quick. Oh, what does this do? Draw a card for each of your ancient Pokemon in play. Okay, so they're just trying to accelerate as quickly as they can, but we're a little bit stuck. We can't do anything at all, which is kind of gross, unfortunately. Like, we could just waste a boss's orders to just throw someone else in, but chances are they would still be able to run with it. Like, Great Tusk, in a sense, is like, well, it has a 3 retreat cost, but when you have Pokemon like that, generally you have a lot of switch ability hidden in your deck as well. Oh, this isn't a great start, unfortunately. Oh, they're really starting to get set up now. There's energy all over the place. They've got a ton of cards in their hand. Literally all of their Pokemon have 1 energy. And they're boosting up their Miraidon a little bit. We are definitely getting left behind here. This is not good. Give us something useful. Earthen Vessel. Okay, at least that's something. I think that we're going to ditch one of our Dusknoir and we'll get 2 energy. I think that we just sort of assume that the Dreepy that is in the active position is going to, disappear. And so let's just give an energy to one of our backline ones, but man, this is not good. Okay, what we could do, I don't know how much this does for us. We could just throw Badoo into the line of fire. Like, we can just use, I think Switch is more useful to us than Rescue Board. So let's just, I guess, use Rescue Board, which feels desperate, and it's because it is. We'll use Rescue Board to throw Badoo out there so that at least they can't use items next turn. Maybe that helps us, I really don't know. You could have gotten Badoo with Poffin and switched into it to attack and lock items. That's actually true. I could have done that a turn earlier. Yeah, this is very new to me. As much as my old deck was literally an item lock deck because I was running the Henry Brand Burnett deck. Okay, we actually get something happening. I'm still a little bit unfamiliar with it all, to be honest with you. Yeah, we're not going to get a rare candy this turn, so I guess we just go for it. So let's put a Dracloak on. At least we get Recon Directive, so we get a little bit of deck draw ability going on. We actually do get a rare candy, so that's handy. Maybe, depending on the next cards that we actually end up getting. But at this point, again, we just sort of... do we really throw another energy on the pile? I guess so. Because look, if they're able to maneuver around us and take out Dracloak... let's just sit on it, actually. Let's not burn it too quickly. Let's just throw an Itchy Pollen out there and see what happens. So let's see how it actually ends up going. They get the big beatdown on a Badoo. And at this point, we kind of have to hope that we get something going on. We do have a Dreepy with a Rescue Board, so we can at least just throw that into the active. and, you know, it'll be free to swap in a Dragapult if we get one going. Okay, we actually get Ultra Ball, so we can Dragapult up. Let's think about this. So we'll attach our Fire Energy over here. We can Recon Directive. Let's grab Iono, and we'll sort of use that towards the end of our turn. We'll Ultra Ball to pick up. Let's just get rid of... we could also get Dusknoir, actually. So let's get rid of Counter Catcher and... let's get rid of Switch. Okay, so we can grab our Dragapult. We can evolve our Dragapult on the back line. We could, of course, use a Rare Candy if we really wanted to, but this one actually has energy, so it's ready to go. We can use our free retreat, thanks to our rescue board, to get Dragapult into the active. And then let's Rare Candy the Dusknoir. And then what we can do, we can... I guess it makes the most sense to just throw the 130 on anything, really. I don't know which one of these is the scariest, but we'll just put it on this dude, and then we can sort of move our damage around on the back line as well. We could get a Dreepy, but no, okay. Artisan to get a Duskull, then we will use Iono to just get a fresh hand, clear out their 10 scary cards that they are just holding over our heads. And then we'll go for the big KO, presumably. Oh, hang on, we get some Dracloak action. Okay, let's play a Dracloak. We could also best Buddy Poffin, although I don't really know what it does for us here. We could just get that other Dreepy, I suppose. There's probably no harm in it. An Iono or an Ultra Ball. Let's grab the Ultra Ball, just in case. And actually, let's hold on to the Buddy Poffin in case we need to discard it next turn. And with that... we could grab an Alakazam to just save this 20 energy, actually. Oh, actually, no, it could be pretty useful because I'm doing the quick maths and it's like 60, 60, 20 sort of does get us some wins here. So let's throw out our Poffin. Let's throw out... oh, Lance is a bit of a scary one because it could be pretty useful to us. So let's instead... Arven's a tough one. I guess we ditch Crispin. Well, Crispin and Poffin is the correct answer, so happy days. What were we grabbing? We're grabbing Alakazam. I mean, we could be a bit cheeky and just do this straight away, but actually, let's do it, because then we at least get to pick up an extra card. Oh, I forgot that it was forced, my bad. I forgot that you had to put it onto the same Pokemon, so we've actually goofed a little bit. We goofed a little bit, but hey, we're learning, so at least we get a prize card. Okay, we get a Nest Ball, so it would have been nice for that Alakazam, but is what it is. And then I guess now we just go for that KO. So we KO the Miraidon, and then we'll put 60 damage onto, I suppose, Roaring Moon. Okay, they've got another Miraidon going. They're storing up more Pokemon on their back line. They use their Pokegear, which lets them look at their top 7 in case they have any supporters, but it kind of looks like they did not that time. So, and they're just passing it back to us, which means we're going to get a free KO on this Miraidon, and then we get to put another 60 on their back line. But first off, let's play things smart. Let's go for the Lance. Let's get one Dreepy to throw over here and then get 2 Dracloak. We could go for the... I'm a little bit nervous and I kind of want to go for a Dragapult in case. But to be honest with you, I think that we're pretty safe. If I'm being totally for real. I don't think we're in a lot of danger, really. I suppose we actually could have Dracloaked, use our Recon Directive first up, so that we could have like looked to see if we were going to get one of them anyway, and then we could just grab our other guy. We're forced to pick up an Arven. I guess we'll just take the Poffin, but both of them are pretty useless to us. Let's just discard bait. Let's attach the Fire Energy over to Dracloak, just so it's sort of sitting there ready to go. Go for the Phantom Dive. We get our 200 damage onto this Miraidon, and then we'll just put 60 over on this guy, I guess, so that it's only 20 away from the next KO. Which sounds pretty good to me. I guess maybe there's a good chance that they just move this guy out the front, and so maybe that's a little bit silly, but we'll see how things go, I guess. And yeah, they do just swap into the one that has a bunch of damage on it. So if we could get like Boss's Orders, that would be really handy, but as is, they can't get a KO on us, right? Vengeance Flailings. They do a big 170 damage, but we can take it on the chin pretty well. Let's play our other Dracloak over here, and let's just go straight Recon Directives all the way through and just pick up a bunch of extra cards. Maybe if we get a Boss's Orders, that would be pretty cool, pretty handy, but okay, we'll take a Sparkling Crystal. Oh, we pick up Dragapult. So because they put the moon up, you essentially wasted that damage. Well, not yet. We could get boss. You got to find a boss. Yeah, unfortunately, counter catcher doesn't do it for us. I mean, look, I feel like we're not necessarily in a ton of danger regardless. As much as we're not playing clean, I don't think that we're in a ton of danger, which is kind of nice. Oh, okay. Okay, this is a different line. So we can we can KO our Dusclops, put 50 damage onto Roaring Moon, which will get the KO there. They bring out something else. We get another guaranteed KO because we do 200 damage. All of a sudden, we only need one more prize card to win. Maybe I'm flying too close to the sun here. I don't know how we lose. This feels like a really strong game to be sitting in. They're choosing a new active. We haven't even done our big attack yet. So we can even just, we can attach our Sparkling Crystal to that Dragapult. So even if they get the KO on this one, we do have the backup ready to go. So just for the cleanest run possible, let's go for the Arven. Let's grab the switch card. We don't actually have a switch card, so oopsie doopsies, I guess. But to be honest with you, though, I'm kind of happy to just risk it for the biscuit because again, we're just going to play dangerously because I just don't see how we lose. It's kind of just is what it is. Yeah, we just have to wait for them to time out. I kind of wish it happened quicker, but we get the win in the end. They were inactive for too long. We had the guaranteed win up our sleeve. So, hey, not too bad at all. Okay, we're going second again this time. Are we just flipping first, second, first, second? I mean, that's fine. That's cool by me. Again, Tim Danklin sort of suggested that TM Evo was the way to go, but bit of a rough one with Duskull in the front. At least we have a Lance card, so we can just instantly get like 3 Dreepy sort of on the field. We've also actually got us. Oh, wait, we can just win. We can. We just turn 1 win. Oh no, we can't evolve. Oh, I was like, in my head, I was like, oh, we can just bring in Dusclops, get the KO, bada bing, bada boom. We also draw the Poffin, so pretty sick start, I will say. We'll get 2 Dreepy over here. It looks like we are ideally going to be putting Badoo out to get something going over there, I guess. Actually, let's follow Tim's advice and let's go for the TM Evo, I guess. Item looking would be kind of useful, to be honest. What's more like we can get a switch card from Arven and put Badoo in, and then we can Dusclops next turn, and actually we're in a pretty crazy spot. So I think let's actually do that. Let's go for the Badoo play. We don't have a switch card, but I guess we just grab a rescue board. And then let's just grab, we want Ultra Ball, Rare Candy. Actually, let's grab a Rare Candy because then we might be able to go straight into Dragapult. Oh, we don't have energy either. Let's grab Earthen Vessel. So let's put our rescue board on Duskull. We can instant run away and bring in our Badoo. Let's ditch boss's orders and grab our 2 energy. We'll put 1 of our energy onto our Dreepy and then item lock them. And like, we don't know exactly what they have. Whenever I see Pidgey, I kind of just guess that it's going to be a Charizard deck, but we might be in a decent position. Yeah, they've actually got Dino running around. Call for Family does mean they'll be able to get a few more Pokemons running around. So, look, we'll see whether this pays off or not. They get the Pheasantipity, they get a Bidoof going on as well, but they won't be able to Rare Candy up to Dino if we keep item locking, but let's see how this goes. So obviously we can Dusclops to get a quick 50 HP. Dracloak, Dragapult with our Lance. Let's evolve our 2 Dreepy up to Dracloak so that we can, get some Recon Directive happening. Actually, I guess I was going to say like maybe we should have gone for the Recon Directive before evolve. Oh, they just concede. I mean, GG's, I guess. This game's so easy. This game's so easy. Okay, we mulligan straight off the bat. That's fine. At least we can get some insight into what they're running. So they've got, that's ours. They have got, Greninja. Radiant Greninja to get started. So I guess it's a double Greninja deck. That's actually pretty sick. That's kind of awesome. I guess you just get 2 Froakie here. Okay, we do have Luminion, so we can get whatever trainer card we would like. I guess we kind of just want more dragons on the field, which makes me think we either go for Arven or we go for Lance. Going all in on Badoo feels scary. Is that even possible? Can we do it? We could rescue board into Badoo, which we could pick up from like a Poffin or something, I guess. I guess we go Arven. There's a Badoo, there's a Dreepy. They will get to draw some cards because of the helmet, but oh well. But okay, they do get the double Frogadier, which is a bit of a scary thing, because it does mean that they're going to be Greninja-ing next turn regardless. Okay, Badoo does live another day, but I think it becomes a lot less useful now. We get the Dragapult, but we don't really have an instant ability to sort of get stuff going. Throw this Dreepy into Dracloak, and it might just end up sitting being our Dracloak perhaps. That might be a little bit too optimistic that we're going to get a rare candy, but you know, it is what it is. Duskull Iono, I guess let's grab our Duskull for the board, and then we'll end up just using Iono, I guess. Do we attach the energy, or do we just Iono YOLO? Let's Iono YOLO. We've got another 4 energy in this deck. Surely we can find one of them. Let's go! Oh, this could be a major mistake. Let's find out. All about finding out here. Okay, we get a Psychic Energy back. It turns out none of this matters. It's all meaningless. It's all... we can Artisan. We don't really want to Artisan because we don't want to help them out. We can Ultra Ball another Dracloak, which feels like it might be what we have to do. Discard a Poffin and an Artisan. Put a Dracloak on here, and then next turn we will be sort of ready to get moving. Move this 10 energy over to one of these guys, because 120, because we're going to put another 10 energy on this guy anyway, and then we can just do 120 and it's whatever. And let's go for that Itchy Pollen to again item lock them, which might not help us, but it might. They do get Greninja going, which is a bit scary to me. They can do 170 damage straight away. We do take the big Badoo KO, which is fine. And then Shinobi Blade also lets them search their deck for any card. Oh, yikes. That's a pretty scary move, to be honest with you. Let's bring... Oh, well, we'll use a Recon Directive first. Get a Dreepy or a Nest Ball. I don't think that... We could get Fezandipity, actually. Let's get Fezandipity with Nest Ball. I think there's probably reasonable logic to wanting to get another Dreepy/Dracloak going. But, you know, we're in this deep already. So... Now they've got Fezandipity, we can draw 3. Actually, do we want to use Recon Directive first? No, let's draw 3 first. Okay, we get Night Stretcher, Dusclops. Okay, we can at least evolve up Dusclops, which is nice. It's not the greatest, but it is something. Oh, we can then Recon Directive. Recon Directive, Iono or Boss's Orders. Let's pick up the Iono. Look, are we going to get KO'd? Discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 120 damage to 2. Okay, so they are not going to be able to KO our Dragapult this turn, which kind of puts us in an okay position, really. We can, okay. We can actually also put the Dusclops, follow me here. We can put Dusclops in play. We can put 50 damage over on the Frogadier in the back. They don't have any other Froakies going on. So we actually can just get a quick KO on this Frogadier with our Dragapult's, you know, Phantom Dive attack. So we can put 200 on Greninja, put some damage over on Frogadier as well. Oh, it only does 180. That's annoying. Okay. We go for the Phantom Dive here. We do 180 to this Greninja, which is something at least. We get the KO on this Frogadier, which means they can't get another Greninja going too quickly. And just for funsies, we get an extra little bit of damage on that Greninja as well. So, look, we're moving in the right direction, I think. I feel like we're not in a bad spot. Okay, they do get another Froakie to the board, so just something to keep in mind. Okay, they do put 170 damage onto us, but... we can KO Greninja next turn. 180 plus 180 is 360. We can then also KO the Froakie at the same time that they've actually put energy onto. We can clear them out of everything except their Radiant Greninja, which has no energy ready to go. I mean, we're in such a good position. Okay, so we'll move 20 damage over here. We can just put it on this Greninja. We're still going to do 60 damage to that Froakie, so that's all good. Well, we're going to pick up 3 prize cards, so we only need 2 more prize cards, and really, they are so hard on the back foot. I don't know, unless they've got some other high HP Pokemon sort of lying around in their deck, it's almost game 1 on this next turn. This is going well, I think. Tim Danklin has definitely cooked something up here. They have so many cards in their hand. They get the Froakie here. Actually, if they got a second Froakie, they would... Oh no, they don't survive another day, because we just... Dragapult does 200 damage here, 60 damage back here. That's 2 prize cards. We win the game. It's GG's. We don't need to draw this out. We could like play Dracloaks and Earthen Vessels and Night Stretches and Energy, but let's just be kind and let's just go straight for the kill shot. We get him, and we're on a pretty solid win streak, to be honest. Looking good. Okay, let's go first this time. Which does mean that we don't go for Badoo strats, but we can try some other things. So, okay, well, turn 1, we at least have a Dreepy plus a Buddy Buddy Poffin, plus way too much energy for a turn 1 hand. Way too much energy. But at least we get... What do we get? I guess we could get a Dreepy plus a Badoo, perhaps. They've got a Terapagos turn 1. Oh, we've only got 3 Dreepy as well, so that's something pretty important to keep in mind. But this isn't good. This isn't good at all. Okay, they've got Fanrodom turn 1, so they're going to get a real stacked bench. I don't know what Shinx does. Well, I guess I don't know what Luxray does, is what I assume the sentence should actually read. We are having a bit of a rough start. Okay, I guess what we do here is we just throw an energy out. We retreat into Badoo and then item lock them. So at least something is going our way. Because yikes, dude. Double turbo energy. So they can actually also do a big beatdown turn 1. Get rid of my Badoo. And we're still going to be pretty stuck. It's getting pretty close to having to hit the resign button. But look, we're going to try. We're going to play these things out. That was a little bit of overkill. I don't know if that was really necessary, dude. Okay. Rare Candy, we can do 130 damage to something. Let's do something wacky. Let's Rare Candy a Duskull into a Dusknoir. What this lets us do is get an instant KO on something. I think that our best bet is putting a KO onto a Noctowl to avoid them going into a Hoot Hoot. Mostly just because I don't know what Luxray is. The obvious play might be to stop Luxray in its tracks. But this at least gets us 1 prize card, and maybe that 1 prize card can save us somehow. Show me something crazily good. Arven would be brilliant. Okay. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Oh, no. No, we can win this, guys. We can win this. This at least gets 2 more cards. 1 more card out of our deck. Oh my gosh. So what about that cogwheel? No. You watch. This is going to be the craziest draw of all time. So here's the thing, right? We're going to draw Lumineon. We're going to play Lumineon. We get a supporter card. We get Arven. We then get to play Forest Sealstone, which means that we get 1 card of anything that we want, 1 tool card, 1 item card. We're going to grab a Dragapult and a Rare Candy. We're going to get boosted up. We're also getting a Sparkling Thingo, which means that literally next turn, when we draw Lumineon, we will be able to attack with Dragapult next turn. That is what is going to happen. It's not going to be an energy. Don't talk about energy. We've seen so many energy already. This is going to be the great... We've got like, what, a 1 in 46 chance of drawing Lumineon. Lumineon is not in prize cards. Lumineon is the next draw. Oh, what does that even do? Piercing Gaze reveals their hand. Discard a card you find there. No! They discard the energy. Lumineon Dream is still alive. If we draw Lumineon, we actually are still good. Okay, Lumineon. Think Lumineon thoughts. Come on, Lumineon. It's not Lumineon, but hang on. Oh no, because we can get your cloak, so we can do something, but then we can't use Arven the same turn, which does slow us down a little bit. But maybe all hope isn't lost. We're going to see a crazy comeback soon. Let's use our Recon Directive first, because maybe we get like a Rare Candy, and then we can just evolve into Dragapult. Okay, we get Arven. Okay, we have Arven for next turn. Okay. We're moving, chat. We're moving. We're getting there. I believe. You just have to believe. Okay, Recon Directive. We get Iono Technical Machine Evolution. Okay, we could just... Iono seems really handy, but the fact that we have Arven... Let's go rogue! let's go crazy! We attach the Technical Machine. We use the Technical Machine to get 2 Dragapults onto the field at once. Actually, it's probably not smart. We should probably only put 1 on... Oh, we only have 1 option anyway. Oh, right, because it actually does that bench. Okay, I see. Oh, we can't even get a KO on Luxray straight away. Oh my gosh. They have so many fully evolved Pokemon. Okay, they Curse Blast or Cloak out of existence. No, they put it on Dragon. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, we get a prize card, though. So, Lumineon. That isn't useful to us anymore. We already have all of them. We have all of the Dragapults. We don't need Dragapults. Boss's orders. Okay, this is actually fine. They can take this one because we have another guy. I know that they're only going to be in one prize card. I'm aware, but it's still going to be great. See, this is even better for us, guys, because we now get to Recon Directive, pick up the Lumineon. I was saving it for this one. It's not Lumineon, but we can at least Night Stretcher. We can then evolve our Dragapult. We can Arven to get... What do we want? We want a Nest Ball plus Sparkling Gem thingy. No, wait. No. Our Sparkling Gem is in the prizes. No. You are joking. Oh, no. Well, I guess we just get Earthen Vessel. Oh, I guess we'll grab the rescue board just cause. But, oh, yikes. You have got to be kidding me. That is so ridiculous. Whoever scripted this game is ridiculous. Okay, we get our energy. This is the rest of the energy in our deck. We get an attack off, guys. This is huge. And... Look, I know that as soon as they get a single KO next turn, they win the whole game, but, well, we can't even get a KO. There's nothing that we can KO with 60. This is so sad. Night Stretcher would have gotten Psychic and given you Counter Catcher to get Fez. Oh, we could have Counter Catchered. You're so right. Yeah, we could have Counter Catchered and then we'd actually almost be in this game. Almost. That's 220 damage. Okay, see, if we had put the damage from the last attack onto this Terapagos, we could have picked up 2 prize cards here and we would have been in a pretty decent spot. That is not what we did, however. So, how do we recover from this? We Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball, discard these 2, whatever. Boring. We go back to our original strategy of getting Lumineon. Lumineon, everyone. It's Lumineon. Boss's orders. We Boss's orders the Ursaluna out. Come out and play. We then use Forest Seal Stone to get whatever card we want, which I think in this case, we would love an Alakazam for a bit of funsies. Put this dude down. We 20 damage from the Noctowl to Terapagos, so that if that Terapagos shows its face again, we can get an instant KO. Yeah. If they can't get this Ursaluna out, and we get to use another Phantom Dive, we win. We do 200 damage to Ursaluna, we do 60 damage to the Luxray. If they can't swap. Okay. That's a swap. GG's. Oh man. We tried. I've been messing around with a Dragapult Ironthorns deck in the IRL TCG, and man is it powerful. I want to play this deck in the IRL TCG. I don't have the cards. Okay, we do get the Dreepy lead. We'll follow advice that we received before and not put Radiant Alakazam straight onto the bench, because we can get a little bit stuck. Okie dokie, Radiant Charizard. That is a tough lead for them. A good start for us. Let's buddy poffin. Look, turn 1, we can't do too much. We just get our board state started a little bit. And the fact that they have a Radiant Charizard in the lead is pretty devastating for them. You know, it's got a 3 energy retreat cost. So they're going to hope to get some stuff going relatively quickly. And they just get stuck there. They've put 1 energy on Charizard. Oh, we actually draw a Dracloak. Okay, in that case, I'm going to put a Dracloak back here. Use the Recon Directive straight away in case like we get access to a rare candy. Let's grab the switch, because then we can at least do Badoo things. Switch into Badoo and just item lock them, which is really going to put them in such a tough spot from the get-go, which I love to see. I don't know, I mean, I had a Nest Ball. I know that you shouldn't use it unless you've got a reason to use it, but I don't know. It sort of felt like it might show value if they could get an attack going. And they just concede. Look, it was almost impossible for them to recover from that one. And look, sometimes you have a terrible game and you're just sitting there hoping and praying the entire time. Sometimes your opponent is in the exact same spot, and they make the much smarter play of just hitting the retreat button, quitting out and going into the next game. But some of us aren't that smart. But with that said, I had a lot of fun using Tim Danklin's deck. Definitely big shout out to him again. The link is going to be in the description to go check out his video talking through the deck. But honestly, I love this deck and I'm absolutely going to keep using it. I'd love to give it a go in a sort of in-person local if I had the cards. Unfortunately, I'm missing about 22 of them, including the entire Droopy line, which is a bit of a disaster. They're definitely kind of one of the most important parts of the deck. So if I could just stumble upon all of those cards, I would absolutely love to jump in and give it a go. But look, until then, we'll just see how things go. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I know this PvP Josh channel is a little bit more it's a bit of everything. It's a bit of variety stuff, but hey, there's going to be some more Pokemon TCG stuff in the future for sure. But look, have fun, enjoy. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.